In my last video about Hololive Indonesia, as I said before, I talked about how half of the girls in the branch are arguably underrated, and I brought up the talents, charisma, and wit of members such as Anya, Iofifteen, and Risu. I've already spoken about these three and it received a positive reception. Fans seem to agree that a lot of the branch is underrated and that the girls deserve recognition. So in honor of this video being a success, I'm going to continue talking about them in this video, particularly about Reine and Zeta, and I'll also be speaking about how Kayla defied all odds and made her career soar to the top with her content. Hi, I'm your sunshine degenerate VTuber Yui Tachibana, and this is why, once again, Hololive Indonesia is underrated. This is Pavolia Reine, who debuted with Generation 2 alongside Anya and Ollie. This girl is known to be someone who looks mature and elegant, and to an extent this is true, especially given how much hard work she puts into her content. But also she is someone with a wacky side to her. Much like what we've seen with Anya, Reine sometimes won't hold it back and proceed to give us antics that has made the fans love her personality the more they watch her.
So, whenever you knew there's a spirit...
Apaan sih? Nggak jelas.
She is someone who also has quite the versatility in her music. A lot of her songs tend to have different feels, much like what we see with Muna Hoshinova. Her songs too also have a different style with every song she puts out, and I respect that. Reine is someone who I feel goes under people's radars, given that she has quite the similar personality to much of her gen mates. Her work ethics and her personality put her in a position where she is inevitably going to gather quite the fan base. One is ride or die for her. The same will apply to Vestia Zeta, who debuted alongside the third generation of Hololive Indonesia with Kobo and Kayla, also known as Holo Hero. I'm gonna be honest here, even though I maintain Kobo is my favorite of the third generation, Zeta was the one who I gravitated towards first. In an industry where more and more VTubers debut every week, eventually I kinda lost touch with Zeta for a while. But in recent times, I played to catch up with her, and I've come to appreciate just how committed she is to entertaining her fans. Zeta is identified as a quote-unquote mysterious 7th recruit of the secret archive unit that has a full license to collect virtual data, and is also known as codename V.7, but is also known to be quite the klutz. But then again, it leads us to her addicting and cute personality, where she has become known to her fans as the clumsy but adorable girl people tend to compare to a cat, which, while she is a fan of cats, she doesn't wish to be called one. She loves to be in denial as part of this shtick, and along with her commitment to entertain her fans regardless of her flaws, Zeta has gone to receive a cult following of her own, reaching over 800,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video. Her fanbase is called the Secretary with a Z instead of an S, and I highly suggest you check out her original song You're Mine. It's quite in need of some recognition. And lastly, I want to speak on Kaela Kovalskia. She is someone who I would say is underrated, but she found a way to grind to the top and with style and grace. So let's break it down. Kayla was initially the lowest subbed in her generation and was slow to grow. Instead of fading into obscurity though, she found all sorts of ways to keep her momentum going, many of which have become not only tradition, but part of her personality as well. Firstly, she is very well known to stream for very long. She can spend half the day streaming non-stop. This is that insomniac behavior. Gee, and I thought Mori Calliope was the one with the lack of sleep here. Kayla is also known for her silent laugh, her consistently calm personality. Even when she gets mad, you can see just how much she is unfazed at the same time. Even with horror games, this has caused some comparison to Botan from Hololive Japan with her reactions to horror games, leading some to even call her emotional support to other members who show fear in horror game streams. She also has a range of voices that she can morph into, one with a sister voice, one with a grandma voice, and one with a deep male voice. While she is not in the top 10 most subscribed Hololive members of all time, Kayla's presence is a remarkable one. What could have ended with her fading into obscurity has seen a different fate. where she grinded to a position that has earned her quite the reputation of being an insomniac gamer with a consistent personality. This is an example of how not just the Indonesian VTuber, but an entertaining VTuber in general was able to beat expectations and become her own person. Now, this is not to say that the other Hololive Indonesia girls I've mentioned should try to be like Kayla. After all, one size does not fit all. Instead, I'm gonna say that each and every one of the members are capable of doing their own thing, and that they should be proud of what each of them have accomplished in the 4 years that the Indonesian branch has been around. Some people tend to say that the English branch overshadowed the Indonesia branch after their debut. But some in the comments in my last video tend to bring up this point, that the Indonesian branch is like a bridge between Japan and English. Because the Indonesian girls have laid down the English language fluently, and their open doors to collaborations with other members, Holostars included, and their versatility and charisma that has earned them the reputation of being dedicated, committed members with a sense of friends and family. Hololive Indonesia is regarded as one of the best VTuber branches deserving of recognition. And with that said, this concludes my point about Hololive Indonesia. Yes, they are underrated, and at the same time, there's definitely some charm to be found in rooting for the underdogs. Watching them grow and succeed has this warm and wholesome feeling that will eventually pay off once they're regarded as VTuber legends. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video and leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter and support my Ko-fi. Links will be in my channel. This is your sunshine Yui Tachibana, signing out.